All right, let's start off with the big question. Why was Arizona State ultimately the best place for you?
I tell a lot of people this is I just feel like the coaching staff is the realest in the game right now. Like they kept it real for me from since day one. They was the most persistent coaches recruiting me throughout this whole process. And I also like that they reach out with my family more than they do me. So like I respect that.
So, of course, during the recruiting process, lots of things are said and done by the various schools out there. You mentioned the realness of that staff. Throughout the process, what were maybe some specific things that really jumped out to you most as showing their sincerity and their straightforwardness?
I think it was like because some schools say like you can come here be the starter, blah 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 blah. But this school like Arizona State, they really told me like it ain't just gonna come to me. I got to go get it. And I really respect that because I'm a go get it.
So, of course, we're also coming out here into the desert and seeing things up close, meeting these people face to face. What things about your time visiting the school in the Tempe region in general really kind of jumped out to you most and really made you feel comfortable about coming here?
It got to be the weather. Coming from Cincinnati, we don't get that weather too often. I think that's perfect football weather. Never a raindrop or nothing, just straight football.
Of course, during the summers though, we do pay the price a little bit here though.
Yeah,
But of course, getting to know Kenny Dillingham, still one of the youngest coaches in the entire country. But a guy who likes to have a lot of fun, but also has a program where you guys work very hard. What's it like having that kind of players coach and a guy on the younger side of things?
I mean, it's just I think it's better. Like he's real fired up. He gets the players going. I can see him getting me going. It's just like I think it like matches with my personality.
One of the things that he's become famous for is doing some magic tricks during recruiting visits. Did he do any magic during
Yeah,
your time?
yeah. My papa actually taught him some too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what were some of the tricks that he did, and also maybe what was the trick that he learned?
Oh wait, magic trick you said?
Yeah,
No, he showed like this trick they do like to incoming freshmen, like where you like say 100 from if I make this shot. Like they how they got the basketball hoop in their facility.
yeah, yeah.
And then he says how he stands all the way in the back and says how I bet you 100 push-ups I'll make this shot. And they say bet, and then he goes like and then he goes shoot a layup and they got to do 100 push-ups. And then my papa taught him like if I can do 2 to 300 push-ups, uh you gotta do. I forget what he said. You gotta do something, but then my papa did 2 push-ups because he said 300, and it was a little fun.
The devil's always in the details there.
Hmm.
Speaking of some of the coaches on that staff, Jason Mohns, your future position coach, has done pretty well for himself and putting together a very formidable, very talented tight end room. What has jumped out to you most and during about Jason Mohns during your time building that relationship with him?
Like I said, it's just real. Like they just tell you straight up, and they've been real persistent with me, knowing that I was their guy. It just I couldn't go wrong with it. It was hard to say no to.
So obviously you're a very talented guy. A lot of big time schools coming after you. For any ASU fans who might not have seen your huddle film or see you in action, give our viewers and listeners a self scouting report on what kind of skills you bring to a football field.
I just think like I'm a matchup night with nightmare. Wherever I go, I'm a mismatch. Like if I'm in the ground blocking, I'm a mismatch. I'm gonna put you in the ground. If I'm running a route, you can't guard me. You're too slow. I just think wherever I'm at, I'm a mismatch.
When getting to know ASU and the offensive scheme of Marcus Arroyo and Kenny Dillingham, how have you seen this offensive scheme utilize the tight end position?
I mean, like with Shaman, like they're always gonna find a way to get the players the ball, and I feel like I'm a player, so I feel like I know they're gonna give me the ball.
And then, of course, there's a lot of very talented young tight ends on the roster now, and also, of course, like yourself coming in the next class. What's it like just going into a situation where there's going to be a lot of competition, but a lot of good brotherhood there as well.
I mean, that's all you can ask for. You can't. I know it's all comes to competition at the end of the day, like trying to start and stuff, but like it don't get no better than after all that, y'all can just click like brothers and just go on about your day. Like it's nothing better than that.
So, of course, this is a program that all that prioritizes bringing in very talented football players, but also people of high character as well. So, what kind of person is the son of a program getting off the field?
I mean, I'm a genuine guy. I put my head down. I'm not cocky. I think I'm a great guy. My parents always taught me to be respectful. Without respect, it won't get you nowhere. So
So, what are of course, one final season of high school ball ahead of you. What are some of the things that you want to accomplish? Both for yourself, your high school team, but also in the process, getting yourself ready for making that big jump to major college football.
uh, for team, I obviously want to win state. We got to do better than we did last year. We lost to the state championship. We lost to the state champion team by 18 points. I think we should have won that. I feel like we just broke down as a team. But as a personal goal, like I want to break the record. I'm about 800 yards away from the record, the all-time receiving record at Princeton, and I feel like I can break that this year. And what was
What's
the last question?
Oh, and just some of the things that you want to do during next season that'll help prepare you for the jump up to college football.
I'm gonna just continue what I've been doing for the past 14 years of my life, 6 days a week, 2 to 3 times a day. I think it helped me so far. I think it can continue to help me, and just carrying it on to college and keeping that regiment.
So you've made a lot of big catches so far in your young career. What's your favorite catch? Walk us through the play where you made the catch that still kind of ranks you as your personal number one.
That's hard. Nobody asked me that before. I'll probably say I got three. I probably say I got three
Oh,
favorite.
all right, here we go.
So one of them, it was a game winning touchdown. I was getting bracketed, and I ran a post corner, and I made one of them fall, and I got a toe tap in the end zone.
Oh, nice.
My they're all toe taps. I love toe taps. The second one, I ran a bench corner from the outside receiver. And then the quarterback just threw it up. I went on top of his head, got both feet in, about 30 yards. And the last one, it was a touchdown. It was it was a 2 point conversion, and it was like my quarterback running around the pocket for like it felt like 20 seconds. Like then I was in the back of the back pylon. He just threw it up. He threw it out of bounds, and I caught it and got both feet in at the same time. So those are my three favorites.
Very nice, very nice. So a lot of Thunderbolt fans will, of course, be looking forward to your toe taps in Tempe. So ultimately, in the future, when you're running out through Tillman Tunnel, wearing that maroon and gold, what do you think that thought's going to be running through your head at that moment when you kind of realize that moment of becoming a Sun Devil and embarking on your college career?
I can't even imagine it. It's just gonna be in a moment. Like it's gonna be like I'm finally here. Can't wait.
And then, what kind of message would you have for Sun fans? A lot of folks are down here are very excited about your commitment, and so ultimately, they got to wait a little bit till you get here. But what's a message for Sun fans for what they can expect when you are finally a Sun Devil?
I'm gonna put my head down, work, and bring us a natty to Tempe.